on my channel. You're one of my gems, and this is Jules GemsX, and where we do talk about, we call it Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts: transition, triathlon, trans, teaching, and trucks. I just got back from my first run of the year. Yes, it is that time. I am preparing for triathlon. First triathlon this year will be here. I am committing to San Diego. It will be at least two sprint triathlons and one Olympic. I think my third one, I am going to make it an Olympic. And then hopefully next year we can go to do a half Ironman, then an Ironman. I do want to say today's run actually went pretty well. I was able to blend it here now that I'm back in San Diego. I was able to blend it between hills. I will be doing full video with stats later on. So feel free to jump in to the stream. Do leave a like, jump in the comments, comment, and let's have some fun. I was on earlier about 4 hours ago. I did say I'd be back. Try to do more streaming this year. I'm sorry about my sign. It gets a reflection from the light of the room. I'm gonna try to put my ring light on here. It's a pretty new sign. It is custom made for the channel, and I've liked so far. You guys be surprised where I got it, but they did a fantastic job. I'll have it running different ways of running it every time. It's something that I noted one can do, so it's fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this live set up so people can just jump in here and we can get going. Let's put some hashtags on here. We can talk about any of the 5Ts as long as comments are kept respectful. No disrespect towards anyone. So please feel free to jump in at any time. Like I said, do leave that like and subscribe. So let's see. I'm going to go up to my other part of the channel here, so we can, get going. Also, if you do hit a like and subscribe, please do hit that notification bell on the channel, so at any time that we do go live, let's get this chat going. Please feel free to jump in. Everyone is welcome here. So I am about to put some hashtags on this because it gets noticed more. Let's see, let's go to this morning's live. Welcome everyone. I do see there are some people here, so please do welcome. Feel free to jump into the chat. Just keep conversations respectful. Good morning, Upsy. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Cute Kitty, welcome to the stream. How have you been? I'm just adding some hashtags to the stream here. Let's get some light in the room. Um, I had a great New Year's. I was just relaxing here at home. Great Christmas. So everything's been going good. I'm just getting this like categories on the live setup. How are things out there in Russia, Opsy? I hope you're still there. I'm 55. Um, Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. The channel has been growing at a very good pace. This year, we do want to try to make it to 5,100, and we're already on that pace. We are now at 2,700 subscribers, possibly make it to 2,800 this week. Now, one thing I did do, like I took one of the GemX videos. When we talk about the GemX, it's about when it says GemsX, it's all of you guys. You guys are my gems within the treasure. We kind of rebranded the channel within the past month or so. And but not much is changing on the channel. Right now, things on transition do continue, but yes, we're being on the DL about being a big influencer due to certain things that a friend and I went down the rabbit hole when we found a memo from the White House. So we researched it. We thought it was AI made up by someone, and it's not. So kind of got to take it on things on the DL. You know, we can be advocates in everything, but it can result in bad things nowadays. So it's unfortunate because that was my passion on this channel. So we're you know, kind of we continue to talk about transition. Transition does mean a lot of things on this channel. Transition can mean, you know, obviously as you're transitioning from one gender to another. It can mean actually, Opsy, there's lots of theories. I know someone that was actually went there, and they say that it's more a place of research for new airplanes. It is very top secret, you know, because that's where they test new military airplanes. Yet, you never know what they might keep there. There's other areas too that they do this, you know, have very secret areas. The government's like that. I do work for the federal government. Actually, Cyrus, I just moved from Albuquerque, New Mexico to San Diego. I didn't get a chance to go to Roswell during the year and a half that I lived there, but I have been in the past. But I only went in the evening hours, like in the hours of the night. It's actually a pretty cool place to visit. I mean, had it been during the day, I think it would have been cool. There was a lot of little alien museums that people have made, so I think it would have been cool to see. Welcome everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Consider dropping a super chat or a super sticker. Any amount of money that does come in here, 30% does go to charity, 15% goes to Albuquerque Humane, New Mexico. I adopted my dog from there, and they do a lot of good things for pets there, mainly cats and dogs, but they do go rescue a lot of pets from flooded places. My dog actually came from Las Vegas, New Mexico. Yes, there is a Las Vegas, New Mexico, and there were floods there, and my dog was rescued from those floods, and he's a fantastic dog. He's a Dalmatian mix, and I love that dog. Freddie Jack, let's talk about it a little bit. I am an atheist, um, and I don't believe in God or Jesus. Jesus didn't, as from the scientific side of looking at things, he was actually he may have been, he was an actual man, was crucified, but never rose up from the dead. If not, that would make him a ghost and kind of a cultish thing also. So I've seen that actually happen with a person where they died and came back to life. So why don't you worship him too? Well, welcome back, Landon English. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Um, so, yeah, I prefer religious talk to be kept to a minimum here. I'm an atheist. Many of my subscribers are atheists, and I have subscribers in here that do have religious trauma. So, just we prefer not to hear about it. Welcome, Eddie. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, LeBron, he's a basketball player. That's all I have to say. If you keep putting the same thing over and over on the channel, you will be taken out of the channel. So therefore, you got your third shot there, buddy. You'll be hidden from the channel. Once my mods come on, you guys, they're good at doing their job. So, Jacoby, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button. If you are subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Right now, our goal is to make it to 10 likes. After that, we try to go up to 51. What do you mean, the youngest generation right now, Landon? Laughing Disco, thank you so much. Loving the Jules there. I'm going to tell you about this most current generation. They're too focused on video games and their smartphones. You know, they're too focused on the electronics. Yeah, I spend time and I come up here, do my streams or do videos on my YouTube channel, but come on, I'm a Gen Xer, and I just came back from a run. I just went and ran 2 miles because I'm preparing for a triathlon. I am now 55. I started doing triathlon at age 48. Many of the people in this generation, very few you're going to see be doing that. They'd rather play their video games, play or sit on their smartphone and, sending texts to everybody. All I did on my run is I put music into my ears and ran. I hadn't run in over a year. And sure enough, I still did 2 miles. I do recommend people if you're gonna, try to get into running and want to do a 5K, there's a great app, and I'm gonna do a video about it tonight. It's called the Couch to 5K, and that one helps you a lot. George Rivera, I remember your name. Muffin, welcome back. Glad to see you here. Please do hit the like button. Let's try to make it to those 10 likes. I just got back from my run maybe 30 minutes ago. No, it's been like 45 minutes. Thank you very much, Jorge. George or Jorge, you tell me. So please, welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. Um, but it was a good, it was a good, it was a good run. Consider dropping a super. You can drop stickers, chats, super thanks. As always, like I said, 30% does go to charity. Um, so we did this morning. We had a pretty good live stream. Right now, I saw that we actually reached the number of 15 in the studio at one time. So that was better in this morning. Hopefully we can get a good amount of people in here. I am, you know, quit it. There's no such thing that ever happened. You know, I think people that do a stupid comment like that on my channel will automatically be hidden. Right now my mods aren't in here, but there's I'm I have great mods, and when they're in here, even before I can read a comment that's like that, they will have the person blocked or time them out. I'm gonna say one thing: don't try to make me say any names that are silly. Um, Guys, I gotta answer this text. Okay, I'm back right now. I feel I'm gonna get a phone call. I will pause a lot of time, and but um, I still haven't gotten the phone call. Thank you, Muffin. So, like I said, I probably will be getting a phone call. Um, the ex. So we'll see how it goes. She's probably requesting money. Watch, I can tell you that much. Oh, you're talking the Star Wars poster. It is actually a replica of the original Star Wars poster in from 1977, before it was called Star Wars: A New Hope. Actually, I I made deep down hidden in storage. I think I still have one that is an original from a movie theater. This one's a replica. But if I find I have an original one. Do you know how you can tell if it's an original from a movie theater compared to this replica? There's one small detail that's like, okay, by Luke's belt, uh, on the originals, when the negative was made, the person that was making them, like a hair fell down on it, um, and you can see a little stream of hair by it off the belt. There'll be a little line, and you can tell that it's a hair. Um, well, Jorge, if you're 8, you shouldn't be on here. Uh, I mean, not that we talk anything inappropriate, but your father should know that you are in here and you should not be on this channel. We like to keep the channel. It's an 18 and over channel. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. you know, I don't know what would happen if technology was never made. I mean, we would have just been left still in the um, in caves, but either way, um, we found a way to uh, adjust to it, to things. You know, it's we found a way to hunt for food. We found a way to do lots of different things. You know, it's just a matter of what it is. It's a matter of survival of the fittest. Good old um, what this, I am Darwinism. Everybody can whatever God or whatever, but I don't, and I go with scientific proof, and that's what it's been. Um, it throughout time, it's there's a lot of Darwinism, and in fact, we've seen it. You know, as a to myself, I I'm an independent voter. I think, but yet, like last night, seeing what happened in Venezuela, I do see that there, you know, was a reason to maybe get the dictator out of power, but yet the way they went about it, um, it wasn't done. I don't think that you know everything and they voted on it because if they're making war, their Congress has to approve declaring war. Uh, Now, yeah, you can, and then he just basically they yes, they took a dictator out of power, but the ultimate goal was for the petroleum that Venezuela has. Uh, Venezuela will probably become a territory of the United States and be making more money because of their oil. So, uh, and my theory, and I've seen it already here on YouTube, is that they will probably go for Mexico's oil next. That's what every war lately has been about, and that's what we're going to see. And I yeah, they've taken out certain targets. They didn't take out all those cartel leaders. They're still there, and they can supplement the Venezuelan army. Um, in Mexico, same thing. So I think that um, it's really about power and money with the petroleum. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. The second strongest, I would either say you're talking probably Dubai. Well, I don't know if how their military is. I haven't, but as far as money, I will look at that. Welcome, Evan. No, soccer goats. I like people by their personality. I don't know if you've ever heard of what being pansexual is. So, I the one the only man that I was ever attracted to was a trans man. So it was a man that had that was a woman at one time. But well, thank you very much, sir. Welcome to our channel. Um, I don't see the numbers go up yet because I am watching numbers as they go up. Um, that's why I look up at a top. No, I'm not AI, so Megamind, and just saying stuff like that, what you said, it shows that you're not being respectful on the channel. We will take you out of here. Jacoby, welcome. Yadira's here. Thank you, Yadira. I was about to do it. Okay, David, if that's what you think so, that's good. Good for you. You know, I would probably go more with lace. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Oh, yeah. I will definitely get some tattoos. I still need to get a New Mexico tattoo, a Zia. It's gonna be like right here. Um, and I've got some ideas for it. So I gotta, you know, also I got a couple ideas for this arm. I actually want to sleeve this arm, right? My right arm. Um, so we'll go from there. Um, well, you know, you guys, it doesn't pay to come in here and disrespect people. Podcast recap. We do not grant moderator status upon asking. You earn it. Podcast, it has to be earned. Your dear earned it. My all my mods have earned it. First of all, you have to sub. Second of all, you have to really follow the channel for a while and gain my trust. Bye, David. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Our goal this year will be to make it to 5,100 subscribers. 5,100, as we like the number 51 here. Podcast, you need to stop. Thank you, Yadira. We H Bear, mainly women now. Uh, I'm pansexual, so it has to do with if it has to do when I meet a person if I'm attracted to them. So if I meet a woman and she's attractive and I get along with them due to personality and everything, that's fantastic. If now men, it's a little different. For example, I met a trans man, so it was someone that was born a woman was transitioning to be a man, but still presented feminine. In other words, still had long hair, still had their nails well done, did their makeup, and they were gorgeous. Okay, definitely attraction there. Uh, but it has to be feminine looking feminine. But it could be like I said, it could be a trans man that still presents feminine. It could be a trans woman or, uh, you know, a cisgender woman that is lesbian. Those are my types. And a lot has to do with personality. Rogue, welcome to the stream. He's doing great. He's outside right now. Unfortunately, Muffin, um, their rules here. I've been trying to get him to be allowed inside, and that hasn't worked out. You know, I'm trying to get more lighting in here. Trying to put my ring lamp up high. Um, but yeah, I'm trying. That's just the way it is right now. Um, I mean, he's a fantastic dog, and he wouldn't hurt a fly. So it's just, I, and if it weren't for the fact that I'm living here with my mom, and oh yeah, he'd be in the house. I moved here to help take care of her, and I think she's afraid Thomas will knock her down, being such a big dog. I think that's better lighting right there. I put my ring lamp up on the table. I've just been trying to this new setup, trying to figure it out. Do watch the channel later on tonight. I will be doing a video kind of reviewing my run today. It ended up being about 2 miles exactly. Um, Strava didn't record it, and I wanted Strava to do it because Strava will record what altitude you're at, your average, what was your fastest running time, what was your slowest one. It does so much. Strava's a great app. It's kind of like, it's also a social media app for people to use when they're running. For people that are, like to do, uh, athletic things. Yeah, Muffin. I don't know if it's my mom. I think it's more my sister. Um, Hello, Michaela. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for further live streams. But yeah, I think it's more my sister. Because when my niece does come around, and she lives up in Northern California, my niece will bring her little dog, and they let the little dog in. You guys know Thomas is not aggressive, and my niece's little dog charged at Thomas, so it's one of those things. What I might do is later on, another day I'll do a live stream, you know, outside with him. I think that would be cool. Maybe even while we're on a walk or at a park or something. There's a lot of parks in these neighborhoods here because they're like planned communities, so they parks for for the families and stuff to go and hang out at. One thing, everybody knows on Tuesdays I do go on Ladder Daily Digest. the other day they said that maybe they want to come down to San Diego because of the San Diego weather and do an episode from here. So, or come out and hang out here. I would say it would be cool if while they're here, we do an episode of Latter Daily Digest with everybody here. It would be cool to have everybody in like one area and we do a live stream. We could put Thomas there. So it's a cool show, you guys. I'm on another channel with several friends. We get together on Tuesdays. Make certain there's usually one topic we talk about. Like last week, it was New Year's resolutions, and then the week before was Christmas carols. The Christmas carol one went a little sideways on the topic, but we're all ex-Mormon. Um, and we get to talk about. It's kind of like I don't know if it's like I say like a little bit of a stress relief for all of us to talk. Uh, we're all non-believers nowadays. Some have converted to other religions. Well, um, I myself and some others have just stayed out, and we're atheists. Um, and plus, I'm on another channel. I'll go and do godless sermons from time to time. In fact, in about a month or two, I will have my next godless sermon to do. I'm trying to figure out a good topic. Hey guys, I'm putting some Cetaphil lotion on here. I'm not sponsored, but I actually used to work in pharmaceutical research, and the Cetaphil soap, they would bring in people with acne, and and they would try the Cetaphil soap to see if it lowered the number of um, of acne on their, of pimples on their face, and it worked fantastic. And I love their lotion. It just moisturizes really good. That's one thing if you're transitioning or just want to moisturize your skin really good. Cetaphil is a great moisturizer. I use it on my face too. So, like I said, I'm not sponsored. They didn't pay me to say that, but it works great. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. On with Jules. Please do hit the like and subscribe. We are slowly creeping up to 2,800 subscribers. Yeah, it's great. It's probably one of the best ones. I like it had great results, and when we did the research, a lot of the people that still had acne, Yadira, um, there where I worked or had like they would use it. They would take home because we would have boxes and boxes of the soap. Uh, they would take it home. We just had so much leftover. People would take boxes of it home. Um, Welcome everyone. And so this year, if you guys want to post your New Year's resolutions, we can talk about that. My first one's right here, and that's why I went running earlier. This is the official registration for my first triathlon of the year. So this is the first triathlon of what they call the Triple Crown here in San Diego. There's 3 triathlons specifically that you do. Each triathlon they give you, a medal, and then if you do the Triple Crown, they give you a little special plaque where you can hang, or like a little hanger where you can hang all your medals from, and it's specifically made for the medals of the Triple Crown. So I decided to do those 3, but there's 3 other triathlons in San Diego. I'm considering doing another 1 or 2. So they start first one of the Triple Crown starts in May. So May 3rd, I will be doing the first one. That's when it starts. Um, and then, you know, it moves. The next one is in July. Then I think September or October is the third one. I'm doing good. You ride. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe um, to the channel. Everyone is welcome in here. Just keep comments respectful. Unlike Pete here, Pete is the example on what not to do. Hello, JM. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Feel free to hit that like button, subscribe. Keep going in the comments as long as we, you know, we can probably go for a couple hours. Evil, thank you. Yeah, that's what we like. We like great chill live streams. Thank you very much, JM. Yeah, we like to be chill here. We don't like to put down others. No matter where's Wallaby. Oh, Evil Wallaby. Yeah. Um, we don't like to put down others. We don't like others to be put down by other people that come on here. Uh, we're seeing lots of stuff in here in the United States where people are being targeted because of their uh, who they are due to the color of their skin or their nationality and stuff like that, which they shouldn't. There are other groups that are starting to get targeted, unfortunately. Who's in Ohio? There's no Ohio swag here. I'm a actually, if I support it, and I know Ohio is a big Ohio State Buckeye thing, uh, but me, I'm a Florida Gator supporter. My daughter's a Gator. She's about to get her master's from University of Florida. So Florida Gators are who I support when it comes to college. What do you mean I had a government in my stream? If you're talking about a government employee or something, guess what? I'm a US government employee. So, I come on here and just chat with people. I do work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. Well, right, that's what the goal of this channel is. Hopefully, for people to uh, to just find support here, be able to chat. We're not pushing any agenda. At least if a lot of people may seem like they think that we are, but we don't. Thank you. I did, you guys, and for all it's worth, I'm gonna say this is a Timu hat. I bought it on Timu, and for all it's worth, and how much people say don't buy stuff from China or whatever, I find good deals on there, and I have gotten some good items on there. Earlier, Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. We just got a new subscriber. Where that was, thank you. Uh, Greatly appreciated. Um, the channel has been growing astronomically lately. We're seeing lots of new subs. Hopefully, it'll translate to, just getting a big new group of people in here. Um, Thank you. It's just a Quicksilver t-shirt and, my thank you, JM. That is greatly appreciated. Yes, if you want to share the channel with your friends, that is greatly appreciated too. I have several Temu hauls, so like my neon sign here for the channel. That was custom made neon sign on Temu. All my little neon signs that I have back here sometimes, when I turn them all on, those are all from Temu. With the ring light that I have over here from Temu, I have another tripod over there. The ring light on that one is from Temu. If you guys watched the video about the GemsX with about the ditch lights, those actually came from Temu. And I have lots of clothes that I've ordered on there. Like I said, my Xterra hat. I do have an Xterra t-shirt I ordered there. I mean, just so many things. The only things I don't recommend buying there are electronics like a computer, or I bought when I was trying to do dual monitors on my computer. You need to buy a certain type of adapter. I tried buying it there. That didn't work for me because it needs to have, obviously, you have to have dual HDMI ports, but it needs to have it has to have USB-C. And then also, I bought a USB-C to USB adapter, and for some reason it didn't work. So I ended up having to buy a new laptop. So, that, that's how that went. But other than that, I mean, clothes wise, I'm even looking at some cycling shoes on there once I get my bike tomorrow and see um it, what clip I need. I may even order my cycling shoes there. Ethan, I have started the season. I've gone through 3 episodes. I haven't finished it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm sure it is. The biggest thing I like about Stranger Things is that it's set in the 80s. I'm a Gen Xer, so everything you see on there, I recognize it. You want me to tell you about e-bikes? E-Ride, I can see that's your name. So no, they can be legal, but I'm gonna give you my opinion about it. So the way I look at e-bikes, when you get a bike, first of all, when I was in high school, I spent my whole life on my bike. I was a BMX freestyler and everything. I would ride all the way across town to my friend's house and ride his half pipe, ride all the way back across town to my house. I mean, and it was, in a one-speed bike, BMX style bike, e-bikes are a way to cheat all that. That's the way I look at it. We used to go after school. Sometimes we'd go over to this empty lot where people had built dirt jumps, and we would do that. You know, e-bikes, you're finding a way not to pedal, which is the idea of being on a bike. Now, being illegal, no, as long as they use the bike lane, wear a helmet, and stay safe. Easton, my favorite character is probably Hopper. Well, at 76 miles per hour, you need to be very, very careful. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Well, that's not a good bone to break. Turtles, welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I do live in California. Thank you, Zalfar. Actually, Easton, I do not play video games. I'd rather come on here and interact with people live. Thank you, Christine, and welcome to the stream. I'm just not into being sitting here. If I'm gonna do something, the amount of time people sit and play video games, I'm either gonna go take a run, I'm gonna go ride my bike, or go swimming and prepare for my triathlon. Hello, Christina. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're probably going to be streaming another hour and a half. I'll probably go till 7 o'clock my time here in California. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. That's a lot of those. A lot of floating hearts, you guys. Let's thank Life with the Sings. Thank you very much for all the floating hearts. It's lots of jewels there. Welcome. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. We're in the 2730s, you guys. Thank you very much, E-Ride. Welcome, Nugs. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Nugs, we did a stream earlier, like just a little over, 4 hours ago, Yadira. We had a good time then. It looks like we're getting more hits on this one. Really, Ellie, that's funny. And then, um, and then from there, I went for a run and then came back to stream again. yeah, if people come in here and start disrespecting, I have some of the greatest mods. They do notice and will just basically block people from the channel. Either time them out first, it all depends on what they do, and they will, then after that, they will block them. Well, it depends what you would say. Easton, like I've said to everybody, to be a mod, I have to gain confidence in the person. And I have lots of mods right now. So you're on the lives, a lot, and I see no insults. And then also we have to find out if I need mods. And then people who beg to be mods won't gain my confidence. So please, and asking me to read comments, I won't. Especially two specific numbers that people keep putting in my stream. That specific number is played out, you guys. It's so played out that it's come back into style and been played out again. It's old. It's old. To me, all it is the year my sister was born. No, I won't say that either, because the Chargers are the better. It's all about the Chargers, the Padres. And if it's NASCAR, I would say Jimmy Johnson, but he's off and on racing because he's the best of all time. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to make it to 51 likes. Welcome, Take. Welcome to the stream. Matthew, welcome to the stream. Christopher, those are the comments I don't like in here. If you like that one, Easton, you should see the original. A friend of mine painted. It's called The Daughter of Alderaan. And he painted it, and it's really cool drawing of Princess Leia. It's my friend Joe over at the Church of Korihor. No, I was never in the military, but I am a nurse at the Department of Veterans Affairs. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you very much. It is the name of the channel. It does say Jules GemsX at Area 5T1. For those of you that are new here, Area 5T1 stands for 5 T's that we do talk about. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, teaching, and trucks. And then I do have a other bundle of neon lights that come this way. This whole wall has neon lights. Um, Takeover, I'm gonna say I don't do requests that people do. All games are doing brain rot to people, I'm gonna say. Thanks, Jen. That's all video games do. So does, and I'll admit I spend a lot of time checking out stuff on my phone. I watch my channel. I watch the analytics on my channel throughout the day. But even being on your phone throughout the day is another thing that's causing um there's no Chabava on there. He's right over there. Or is it on this side? Um he's the Wookiee from Kashyyyk. Very intelligent creatures are the Wookiees are. Yes, it is a check engine light. There is a lava lamp there, and it's an actual lamp. It is not like an off-brand. That is actually a lava brand lava lamp. Um, I bought it when a friend or someone I knew, I should say, in Florida when I was still living there. Her father passed away, and my ex, she was helping her clear out the house. He had hundreds of them, hundreds. Um, no, this is my channel, and if you're asking me to do things, I'd rather not have you subscribe because you're telling me to do something. I do have some camo hats back there. I collect hats. Now I have some camo ones because I like camouflage. I am not one of those, and I will tell people till the end because I do work for and take care of veterans. Never buy a camouflage hat or even camouflage gear because I do have some camouflage pants and stuff. Do not buy it to go out and wear and pretend that you were in the military, especially on Veterans Day, because that is disgusting that people will do what's called stolen valor. So that is one thing I will tell people not to do, especially because some people will actually buy patches, pins, and stuff and look like, they're trying to put medals on those uniforms that they go buy at a surplus store, and they do the ranks all completely different. So I always tell people do not claim stolen valor. You know, our our worked for what they did. I have, you know, on my channel, and I would never do something that would hurt her. Okay, take over. I think I'm gonna have you, dear, take it. Thank you, dear. We might even time you out for a little bit. Okay, Easton, they've been timed out for probably 24 hours because it's 86,000 seconds. No, takeover has been timed out for 86,000 seconds. No, I mean, Yadira picked up on it. She knew I wanted them out, so it was easy. She knows what to do. She knows who to take out of the here. Emoto, welcome to the stream. Is it the same person as E-Ride? Please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Guys, let's grow the channel. We can just have more and more, add more people to the channel to have better interaction between people. I have someone else on the channel whose name is E-Ride. So it kind of, so welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe, consider dropping a super sticker, a super chat. No, actually pretty cool person. Usually, the only people, if they do something, um, you know, there's a lot of references throughout my life. Been a lot in my life that has referenced the number 51, hence why I chose 51 and using Area 51. I do have one video on my channel that explains it, but the long and the short of it is um, when I was a kid, I was inspired to be a paramedic due to a TV show called Emergency One. Um, and it was about two paramedics that worked on a squad, number 51. They also had the engine that was 51. Um, yeah, sure. Yes, I usually do vertical live streams. And for those of you, if you want a little bit of a secret, to live streaming, it's usually better to do a vertical live stream. Um, because it tends to get you more views because it throws you into the shorts feed. I'm not a vegan, Williams. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Williams, you've asked it 3 times. You can keep it up. We'll get you timed out. Because, we can have a good time here on the channel, but if you come to spam, no. And we do have people here that might be vegan. Actually, we do have one of our loyal subscribers here that is a vegan. So we don't, we don't want any welcome. We don't want any conflicts. So yeah, we do we do invite people to super chat, super stickers, super thanks. Um, what we do here on this channel, half, or not half, but we take 30% of what I get on the channel, and I will take that and donate to charity. So 15% will go to what is called Albuquerque Humane New Mexico. It is a rescue for cats and dogs. Um, so basically, it does. Uh, I did adopt a dog from them, and he's been fantastic. Thank you, Jen, for the gifts. Also, you, Fa. That was a golden poop. Like if you've ever watched, uh, what is it? Not Family Guy, but American Dad, Roger the Alien. That's what he did. Just that it had gems in it, of all things. Well, and that's what this channel is about. We're here. What when I first started the channel, I was living in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Actually, when I first started streaming, because I finally made it to the goal of subs so I could stream. And at that time, a friend of mine had started a church for atheists and agnostic people. And one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to do what's called a mission of reason. In other words, it's not like a mission that a lot of people go on to another country or whatever, but we would go out and we called it Rapture 2025. I call it Rapture 505 because I was living in Albuquerque and that's the area code over there. And basically, we were helping the homeless get warm. And he would get blankets and he would go out and get the people warm. I would take money from what we would get and I would buy beanies and gloves for the homeless in Albuquerque and go give it to them because it gets cold over there. I mean, it got down to 7 degrees last year. And people think New Mexico is and say, "Oh, it's in the middle of the desert," but no, Albuquerque is in the middle of the desert, but it is at. I just saw it right now on my phone when I was after I ran. I was looking at my last run in Mexico. It was at 5,898 feet above sea level. So yes, it gets cold up there. We're talking a mile high city. It's, so I was doing back then. I think I started with, and then after I got my dog, so we were doing 10, 10, and 10 on the donations. I would take 10%, purchase items for the homeless. Um, then I would take. Oh, I do need to get a receipt from my friend at the Church of Korahor for that. Um, and then what was the other thing? And then I would give 10% to the Transgender Resource Center of Albuquerque, and then I would give 10% to uh, Animal Humane New Mexico after having that started after I rescued my dog. Um, so yeah, and that's our big thing. Even if you go to the merch store and purchase items, the money that comes to me, 30% goes to charity. Any money that comes to the channel, any way, whether it's super chat, any super chat sticker, uh, thanks, or through merch sales, or Yadira will sometimes post my Cash App on here. You can send it straight through Cash App. I, YouTube takes charges out of it, so Cash App, I will receive exactly what you sent, and and Cash App, I will get the full amount, and once again, that'll go towards donation. And the other 70% goes to overhead. It's keep the lights on, keep the internet going, and after we pay those bills to keep that maintained, then we spend it on projects for the channel. So when we say trucks, that's the last T of the channel, the fifth T. Um, I do have a Nissan Xterra, which I am restoring and I'm modifying at the same time. I will have to buy parts for it from time to time. It can go towards that overhead, and then I'll do a video on installing it. Like here, there's a car, it's a snorkel for the Xterra. I do need to do a little bit of body work for tomorrow. I've been wanting to do it. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow because my mom's car will have the garage, and she got a brand new 2026 Nissan Kicks that I wouldn't want to stain with paint. And the association is strict on doing anything like that in the outdoors here. Unfortunately, where we live, there's a homeowners association through the whole neighborhood. Plus, it's like a little condo complex, so there's a sub association. So it's like two associations you have to deal with. I might be able to do the sanding and then put on some of the body filler. I mean, it's not major. Um, but tomorrow evening, I do have to pick up my new bike for triathlon. It's new to me. It is a used bike, but it looks like it's in great shape, and it turns out to be. Uh, and then we can start riding. I do need to put some aero bars on it for triathlon, and we'll need to buy some cycling shoes. Um, so, that'll be a topic. I'm going to talk about the different types of bikes you can use in triathlon. If you're doing your first one, and how to keep your budget down on this one. My budget's I've spent a lot. I don't know what's up with Thomas. He must see someone, because Thomas is deaf, so he's not hearing anything. And he already had dinner before we started the stream. I fed him dinner, cleaned up his mess, so to speak. So he's just deciding to be a little bit of a loudmouth right now. I wish I could have him in here. I mean, this room's kind of small, and I wish you guys would probably he would interact on the channel a lot. When I was in New Mexico, I'd spend time inside the condo. The thing is, now we have a nice big yard for him to have some fun out there. He's got a couple of toys that he loves to play with. I bought him some toys for Christmas, so he likes to have fun. Um, he's got his own little dog house in case it rains. So I it still bothers me that he has to be out there. Um, our low has been 65 degrees. Yeah, I'll do a stream outside, Yadira. One of these days, and I do have a tablet now where I can watch it on there and watch the comments on there. I can put the tripod up and then have Thomas out there, and then we just do our stream as usual. Maybe I don't know about tomorrow because I don't know. There may be, well, like I said, I do have to go get my bike in the evening. Uh, I'm trying to think. The day, I don't know. The guy said he would be back in the evening. Maybe he'll text me earlier. Um, yes, he's really good about sleeping in his little doghouse. I moved it today because he liked this little space behind the AC unit, and I think the AC unit gets a little warm, so I moved the doghouse by the AC unit. He does have several blankets that um, that he uses. They get washed regularly. I mean, he gets spoiled. He's a spoiled dog still. For those of you that are new to the channel, Thomas is my Dalmatian mix that I have. He is deaf, um, and but he's a great dog. Does understand some signs. Um, he's learned more than what he had out there in New Mexico. Oh no, I think he already had the lay down one out there. But he does exactly what the dogs are supposed to do. He does um, protect the place. Although he is deaf, he can still sniff things out. Hey, Joe, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here. I was just looking up a stat other on some of the videos that I've done for today. Um, we've had a fan. Now these I paid for promotion on them. One of them actually has like 38,000 views. Uh, that's probably our most viewed video. It will probably make 40 by the end of tonight. Um, and it's had 80 hours of view time. Okay, I will do that. He likes to play catch. So, I mean, and he'll catch the ball mid-air. I can bounce it, he'll catch it, and some of the other things he will do, I can throw it up in the air and he'll catch it mid-air. Not every time, but he can. And what I'll do a lot of times, I will do that short content, then I'll have AI put music to it and kind of grab the highlights of it. Because with AI, you can create like a 30-second, 1 minute video from different like short video content that you've taken, and it'll take the highlights of it that are the best parts, and it'll create good videos. Guys, I'm just hydrating. My run went well, and it's just getting rehydrated afterwards. Okay, I don't know if that just froze up on its own, or was it because I turned my chair, or what? Um, but we should tomorrow. We're gonna hit over 60,000 views over the last 28 days, which is more than you like what 8,000 more than usual over a period of 28 days. Um, and we're starting to get a lot more subscribers. We're about the where before we used to get subs, and we're at back at that pace. We were down, and then uh, supers actually right now we're above our usual pace, but um, that's because of Deja's generous donations she gave towards the end of December. You know, I've never really gotten into the Avatar movies. I saw the first one. I haven't even seen the second one. I don't know if I would, if I don't know. I guess I'm too much of a Star Wars geek. So I don't know what, you know, I guess it doesn't draw my attention as much as a good Star Wars movie. And if you go to my channel, let's see, I believe it was May the 4th in 23. I did the showing which how I rank the Star Wars movies, including standalone movies and everything. On top of that, I give rationale. I give absolute. I never state something without giving rationale. Like my opinion on something without rationale. That's one thing I learned in nursing school. If you're gonna do some kind of nursing care to someone, have the rationale as to why you're gonna do it. Don't just do it because a doctor told you to. Make sure there's a reason. Yeah, like I said, I watched the first one, and from what I understand from the first one, if I'm correct, it's people basically the characters are avatars of people that are in some kind of chamber imagining all this. Am I right? I, I I may be incorrect because it's been so long ago since I watched it. Yeah, the graphics look great. It's just all CGI. And actually, all that CGI came out thanks to Lucas and Star Wars movies. He started off like his uh, the effects on his special effects on his movies were way ahead of its time in the 70s with this movie. That then he started Industrial Light and Magic and just kept advancing a lot more. Um, and was able that's why he later digitally remastered movies, made them look better, put in characters that he hadn't in the past. And and I think a lot of people like this is I think I don't know if it's this year, I think should be next year. It's going to be in 27, it's going to be 50 years of since Star Wars came out, so it'll be the 50th anniversary. They're actually going to do uh, theater showings of the original cut. So I think that'll be cool. I would go watch Star Wars in the theater again. I would do opening night. Everyone, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Everyone is welcome in here, as always stated. We like, uh, to for people to come in and chat, and we also like to keep our chats respectful. No degrading others, whether it's a specific person or a specific group. Um, we can talk certain topics. The one we steer away from a lot is religion. Many of us in here are atheists and agnostics. I'm an atheist myself, and some people have religious trauma, so on my stream, so I don't like them to do that. It it just I think it has to do also Muffin. I think there's also a generational thing, like to us. Like I was 7 years old when Star Wars came out, and the original cut, although the effects compared to what you can do now, they're for those times, the special effects were fantastic, but for what you can see now, yeah, it's completely different. But Star Wars was just ahead of the ball game when it came out, and Lucas just made movie magic when it came out, and it was fantastic to go see it in the theaters. Um, in fact, the reason I saw Star Wars was because an uncle of mine came home and he goes, "Hey, there's this new space movie coming out." Oh, so and so person. And of all things, out on opening night in '77 by coincidence. It plus it all sparked a big phenomenon. It's just one of those things. Um, See, this is what I like when we have a nice. See, that's what I loved about. Well, welcome, CD. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. I am in San Diego, California. Please do hit that like button. We're trying to make it to 51 likes. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to make it to 5,100 by the end of the year. We might, I don't know, we're going at a very good pace. I don't know, we may make it before that. Um, so, Sadie, I have not detransitioned. It being a little stealth lately. Um, and I'm gonna, as I always say with certain things, I like to get now. And I want you to watch this video with my friend Jenny Gage over at Life Take Two. Um, and we talked the reasons why. We went, someone sent me something about a White House memo, uh, or actually the Attorney General, and first I didn't want to believe it, but then I went down the rabbit hole and found it's true. And so You want me to tell you about the baby Yoda? I actually held the second model for Grogu in The Mandalorian. No problem, Sadie. It's just want everybody to know it, and it answers all the questions that one would have about it. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome to the stream. If you're, I don't know, if you do, I'm sorry. If you're using it for attention, I know people that have had. Okay, so so yeah, Sadie, I'd suggest watch that video if you're still on here. It says a lot. Um, I couldn't believe when I got the text from my friend. I thought really what she had sent me about the show was either AI generated, uh, just something someone made up. Um, but no, my friend Jenny and I went down the rabbit hole. We found that what was my friend had sent me was absolutely true. So it's best to be on the DL right now. I know there's many trans YouTubers around right now. They keep uh, advocating and still doing what basically what my channel was about. If you know, ICE was raiding you know one population, and now they're and I don't know if it'll be them, but they're going to go after. It's probably the trans community next, or the entire LGBTQ. So we do need to be careful. Hello, Joseph. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button, subscribe if you aren't already. My name is Jules. All of the viewers here are gems, just like the gems you find in a treasure. Um, and we are in what we call Area 5T1. Feel free to jump in, start a conversation with us. Uh, thank you for subscribing. I assume that was you because I just got a new subscriber. Yes, Sadie, I'm just going to give a brief summary of what was found and discovered that Pam Bondi had a memo on her desk. It was found, someone leaked it out on December 5th. And basically, not just trans influencers, but anybody that backs a trans population is going to be considered domestic terrorist. So it's best to kind of lay. I'm me. I work for the government, so I have to keep it on the DL right now. But it's interesting if you watch the entire interview. There, there's some interesting footage in there. I know I've put it on my channel before. Yes, Sadie, yes. And that's anybody that advocates for the community. Chocolate, you're not at the University of North Carolina. Yeah, I would suggest go watch it. In fact, right now, I would suggest click on that link, go watch it. Jenny's a great YouTuber, and I would suggest to subscribe to her channel too. Um, her channel has taken several. It started from being an ex-Mormon trad wife, and it's gone many different directions. So it's she does a lot of interesting videos. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like button, subscribe, jump into the conversation with us. Europa last battle. I do have, it looks like I had a new sub, nonetheless. Fluff, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please, thank you for subscribing. Do hit the like button. We're trying to make it to 51 likes. Yeah. We are now at 2734. I think that this channel will see by tomorrow. I believe we can we'll probably have 2800 by tomorrow. Usually right now, because of one of my videos seems to get more hits around 11 to midnight. No. Yeah, around 11 to midnight, two of my videos are like, it's when suddenly I put them as promotional videos for the channel, and that's when those are being watched a lot and getting lots of subs. Well, thank you. Thank you for the jewels. Hello, Evan. Welcome to the stream. Ziana, I'm sorry. Thanks for the gift and welcome to the stream. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Leticia, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here. Please do hit the like button. Leticia, yes, your name does look familiar. Yeah, I know I've had some time where I was a little bit on a sabbatical. I was working a lot and stuff like that. I know the day I came on this and streamed again, Jason and Yadira jumped over here checking how I was, and because they were concerned. I have done some videos and lots in GemX content. There's been lots of applications to it. I'm starting some triathlon content. So we're looking at some other focuses on the channel right now. Oh, did you get to watch the full video there, Sadie? Hazel, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. if you aren't already. Um, all right. I'm just kind of looking at the time. We're probably going to go till about 6:32. Maybe we'll go till about 7 because then I still need to eat dinner. I burned some calories running. Hi, Riley. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Please do hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Um, Leticia, I was just telling Sadie, um, best reason would be, I would say, watch this video. You'll see. So after the stream, which will probably end in the next 15. No, Carlos, pizza does sound good, but I had pizza last night. No, I am. It's just I'll say just watch and you will see why. It's just being a little careful. Welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream. Yes, definitely low pro. Like I said, please just go watch the video. As mentioned, the reason, the rationale. Jay and I talk about this. You know, we went and what we found out we thought was a fake, but no, we went down the rabbit hole, did our investigation, and sure enough, we found it's true. No, that's a Star Wars poster. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Welcome, Jackson. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. You are in Area 521. My name is Jules, and everybody in here are Gems. And the X, it goes after the GemX, which is a Nissan Xterra, which I am restoring and modifying. You like it? Yeah, you can see I got a neon sign made. I did also get, um, well, I put it up there. This paper here is my registration for my first triathlon here in San Diego. So tonight, do watch about my first run of the year. I did it before the stream. We had streamed earlier. Now we did a later stream because I went running in between. And Thomas is good. A little bit of a different situation here. Um, it's nice weather outside in San Diego, so he gets to spend some time. He lives out there. It was a 25-minute run. Um, Yes, Sadie, a triathlon. I've done them before. It's time to get back into it. So, New Year's resolution. I signed up before New Year's, so this one, this it's a series of six, but three of them are called the Triple Crown. So I'm doing at least a Triple Crown. I may do more. I may do four, five, maybe all six. Yeah, today was my first run of the year too. Actually, it was my first run since, no, I had already ran since started transition. But certain things were different, so to speak. Yeah, watching some of the analytics up here on the computer, see how things are going. Um, yeah, it is difficult because you do all this work and then if you watch the video you will learn why it is hard because my friend Jenny states in the video, she was always used to me coming and speaking to her and always knew the, long hair, uh, all done up and, and so now, you know, it's this for a bit. And it might end up being might be more than a bit because the way things are going after what we saw in Venezuela, usually you see when a president does something and many people think it's right, then it's a way to get that party or even that president in again. Yeah, Sadie, she's the goat when it comes to mods. Her and all my mods are. They all do a fantastic job. She's like, there's some bad comments that people put in here that I don't even get to see because even before I look down at the comments, they're gone. So yeah, this channel is safe due to Yadira and Jason and Avita and Kathy and Echo. So, you know, Lena, who was one of my originals, my OG mods, she was one of the first two. The first two were her and Drace, who both we haven't seen in a while. I have heard from Lena on Snapchat, but she's working a lot, so that's good for her. So let's see, we're going. Actually, Leticia, no. Right now, our high today was our lowest today was a 65 degrees. Yes, trying to keep up on the streams here. Today we've done uh two. Uh, I have continued to do. I'm doing lots of videos now too. Since I've moved to California, I've been able to work on my vehicle a lot. So doing a lot on GemX videos. Um, yeah, we should definitely give a whoop whoop to Yadira because she is an excellent, excellent um, mod. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. It is like 6:43 my time. I haven't eaten dinner. So what I'm gonna do is in like 15 minutes we'll, you know, start winding down at this time to go about another 15 minutes. Thank you, Sadie. Um, I don't know. There's lots of leftovers right now. Um, or I had Chipotle a couple of days ago. My daughter had sent me a Chipotle card for a gift card for Christmas. So I went. I'm like one of the only ones that likes it here. And it's right down the street from the house. I don't know. I'm Good night, city. Uh, I mean, we have a lot of food here. Last night they brought pizza from a place called Felipe's Pizza Grotto. It was good. There's still some of their like it's not really garlic toast, but it's really good. It's almost like a Texas toast type of bread or very thick type of sourdough bread, butter on it. I may just snack on that. I think my mom gets off work at 7:30, or she might like text, "What do you want for dinner?" You know, and she'll bring something. I don't know. I can always. I think there's also carne asada in the freezer, or there might be some that's defrosted. So lots of things to choose from. That's actually what I had from Chipotle was their carne asada because it's that time of year where they like to put it up on their menu. I usually do the barbacoa because their barbacoa is actually it is actually good for a chain restaurant. That's what I have to say. I mean, my grandmother used to make barbacoa, and of course, hers you would need to really, really have a something to drink next to you because hers was spicy. The thing with barbacoa though is when you make it at home and you have lots of leftovers, it'll get hotter each day. Yeah, I'll tell you what, their barbacoa is good. I do give them credit. It is good. That's usually what I get. But when carne asada time comes around, I will get that. And I now one of the big things I do now is what now that I'm back in San Diego, I made sure to get a bowl because a lot of times I would do the burrito. I got And one of the things I will do, that I like to do is I'll order a large side of queso with chips, and I will make like a almost like a nacho type dish because I'll put chips down, I'll put part of my bowl on it, put some of the queso on it, and and then you got like a nacho platter. That's what I like to do with their rather than getting like I know people I don't know why people do like the salads. It's not meant to be salad with barbacoa on there. Uh, Eating just out of the bowl is, or also I'll I'll buy flour tortillas here from a Mexican market and use that one. I still do have the clear ones. I haven't worn them since I got these. Prescription did change, so um, I'm better off wearing these. Can see a lot better with them. I may order, I can go get a new pair now because it's the new year. My insurance covers a new pair per calendar year. No, I don't mind with the burrito falling apart. The thing is, with the burrito, it feels like I have to eat the whole thing. With the bowl, I can eat some of it and save some of it. That's my big thing. So, welcome everyone. If you're just joining us here, remember I am Jules. Everybody here, you are my gems. Uh, this is Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts. We talk about transition triathlon trends, teaching, and tips. Trucks. Um, so please do hit a like and subscribe as you come in here. The channel has had lots of growth lately, which has been fantastic. Our goal is by the end of the year. Oh, you need to go on the channel, Leticia. I have done so many things. I've done 3 lighting projects to it. So the light bar on top took me 3 different videos to complete it. I did some ditch lights and some off-road lighting at the front. I put some hood struts rather than the hood prop. So it's like camper shell struts on it. I have a snorkel for it right here, which will be the next project. And I've done some little there's some like storage space that I've added to it. There's a lot and a lot of little things that I've ordered, like little detail items that all of you can use on your cars. It's not just Xterra related, but there's these little hooks that I bought that you put on the headrests on the poles, and it helps you organize your grocery bags. It you can hang things off of them. They're fantastic little things that I saw on another YouTuber's channel who works on his Xterra. So I always give him props because he does a fantastic job. His name's Rye the Car Guy. So whenever I do something that I noticed on his channel, like this snorkel, he purchased the same one, and I watched him install it. So I bought the same size drill bits that he had. Well, I bought a big set of drill bits. I got a new drill, actually 2 new drills. The first one I bought, it's pretty good. It did its job for small jobs. Now I've got one that does the job for any big job. And they were selling some nice Craftsman drills at work, and I bought that one. I still haven't used it. This is going to be the next new project. I still also need to do some rust removal and paint over it, because some of the salt air here hits it and has caused rust on bare metal areas. So I need to sand that rust down, but a little bit of like protection to avoid more rust from coming back, and then paint it. You have to be. I will do a video on it. I have a certain grit of sandpaper. You sand it off, then you get like a body filler, You put that body filler over it. You sand it down so it's nice and smooth. Um, then you put some primer over it. Then you can try to match the color to your car, and then um, you would do a clear coat. Uh, there's a lot of steps to it, and I just tried it out one day, and where there was some rust, I sanded it down to bare metal, and then I park near. I drive down to the trolley station, and the breeze from the ocean hits there, and so there's a lot of salt air in that air there, so it started rusting because those areas were just nice and basically like primer. The thing about one big thing about cars nowadays, if you have a white car, it's guaranteed your paint's gonna chip off. Most cars, or even other colors, because most cars nowadays they want to have water-based paint, and before the paint used to not chip off like nowadays after several years. So people had to, people are doing what they can to restore those the colors. Um, if you have a specific color, then it's best to go to the agency to or where you bought your car, um, and then find the color to match it after you prime it. But yeah, first you need to sand it. And I have a I watched another video by someone else, and it shows the process to take and which sandpapers to use. I bought 3 grits of sandpaper that are different grits because at first they say, and I guess that guy had really, really bad rust. And he got something that was really, really coarse. And I bought one that's not as coarse. Plus, I bought the one that was really coarse. I didn't have to use the first one because like I said, I gave it a test run. So yeah, it all in due time. I will get that video done, and you can watch it. I did buy a roll of paper to be able to cover up certain sections. I was gonna do it today, but I did do my run, and they were like tomorrow. It'll be difficult. One, my mom just bought a new car. She always has something pretty new, and it'll be in the garage, or it would just, I don't want any overspray on it. She's got a 2026 Nissan Kicks, so I wouldn't want overspray. And then the communities I live in are very particular about what one does in the garage. And if it's going to be anything that'll send overspray, I can't do it in the driveway because then it would send overspray. So one big thing will be to do it in the garage, and you know, HOA plus a sub HOA, homeowners association, and for the entire community, then the complex has a sub HOA. So there's 2 HOA. So one has to watch that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Thank you for those 2 that subscribed because we had 2 drop. 2 new people have come on. Now, I have from where I have noted, actually, these may be popping up because of the uh, other videos I've created. Um, I mean, this condo that we're in right now actually belongs to a cousin of mine, but he used to Airbnb it, and I guess someone reported that to the HOA. So, so it's, and he couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. it just depends on the neighbors you get though within an HOA. I had a neighbor. We used to live in this before I moved out to Florida. I lived in this same area, and probably Muffin. Reason there's a lot of there's rationale why I moved here, and it got close to happening today. I came back and I moved in here with my mom and my sister because this room that I'm in is empty. It was empty. It did have the furniture, and it was my nephew's room. But my nephew got married and stopped paying rent, so they needed help with rent. Um, and I needed to help. My mom's in great shape. She's 77, still works full time, but there were some of the family that wanted to pawn one of my cousins off on my mom. And she's not all here. She's a schizophrenic and does not work. So I was not going to allow that to happen. So in fact, last night, she ended up spending the night because she was between she's originally from Los Angeles, but now lives in Mexicali with one of my aunts. So she rode the Amtrak down, my mom, and then she rode, I think she rode a trolley down where my mom works or an Uber. And then from there, she rode back home with my mom. And she spent the night. Now, I don't want it to happen where if later on someone's going to say, let's just leave it there. So now, but there's no sleeping quarters for her. So that's why I came and filled this room. So that was the rationale for moving out here. I know in the future, you got to kind of think the future and you got to plan for it. And like I said, I don't want to put this the wrong way, but you got to think about what's going to happen in the future. Like I said, I told you guys my mom's age. So, like I said, she's in great shape, but I also got to plan for the unexpected. And if that were to happen, what I'm going to do is definitely, I would probably rent out this place myself, move into the master bedroom, make this small room my studio, and I would take control of the place because right now, my sister thinks she's in control of it. And so when I moved here, I didn't expect that. And so that's been another thing that's been a difficult adjustment. Other than that, at work, it's been good. You know, my sister goes to work like later. Sometimes you like earlier, my earlier live stream. My earlier live stream, if you watch it, had a quieter voice to it. But that wall here behind me separates my room from my sister's. And she has this tendency to come home late at night from work. I mean, which is good. She's working. She works for a very high end restaurant, but she'll fall asleep downstairs. And then she'll, like, early in the morning, like, say 4 or 5, walk upstairs and go to bed. And if I want to do a live stream, like, early this morning, I have to make sure I accommodate for there to be less noise, although she keeps her TV on. Um, it's those are the little adjustments here that I've had to do. You know, and uh, it's kind of certain of them are bothering me, but I just let it be. Like my sister does think she has control of the situation here of everybody, but there's a history to that, and I'm not going to talk about it because that's her private life. I'm actually trying to get one of my friends, like Megan Connor, to talk to her about it, um, to do an interview here on a stream. But um, there's still a lot of denial about that situation. Exactly, Leticia. I would go back to Albuquerque and live on my own. It was, I liked it there. I liked my freedom. I had it. I could do whatever I wanted. And boom, I loved it. But, yeah. And like I said, let's put it this way, my sister, when she was, well, she's technically still married, but before she left him, he dominated the situation. I feel like what she does nowadays is she tries to get retribution, but about what happened to her and take it on to others. And she does not realize that she's trying, she's trying to do a little bit of a reverse discrimination type of thing. If you really look at it nowadays, people are trying to bring the patriarchy back, which technically it never was gone 100%. They're trying to make it a full 100% patriarchal society. And she doesn't grasp that anymore. She thinks that everything she's this feminist that is gonna everything's gonna happen her way. But no, I don't think she sees reality because she was never in reality in which she went through before. So yeah, so I may be over analyzing things, but no, I'm not, because I've talked to one of her friends about it, and yeah, her friend thinks the same thing. And she hates it. My sister hates it when I call her the captain. Because I will say, if she says something to do something, I'm like, oh yes, captain, my captain. She doesn't like it. So, well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start heading off of here. We are at 2 hours and 18 minutes. It's been fantastic. We've done 2 lives today. Um, I've had a great time. I hope all of you have. I do want to thank everybody that uh, has subscribed to the channel. We are having, thank you, Deja. Glad to see that you came in. So I do want to say thank you, everyone that has, joined the channel. We are seeing exponential growth lately. Uh, we're at 2,700. Um, it's been fantastic. For those of you that are new and or have been here for a while, um, I know many of you have already maybe seen it, but I do recommend to go to my friend Jenny's channel at Live Take Two. Check out my interview with her. Uh, it was fantastic. She did a fantastic job. We're going to try to bring Jenny here, do an interview with her about what she's experienced in her lifetime. And may I also want to do another interview where we bring Jenny on. She can, and another friend of mine, and we're going to do an interview, uh, and we can both talk to the person that we're going to interview. And I do want to thank everybody for coming back here. Like I said, right now there's lots of controversy out there. We're gonna keep up with it. We'll discuss different topics that are coming up. We just have to be careful about certain things we say. Unfortunately, I do want to say thank you, Deja. You continue to speak up. You're fantastic. Um, but we also want to say thank you to Deja for her service uh, in the military. Um, so please do hit that like, subscribe. Uh, do hit that like, subscribe, and you can throw a comment down below. And always remember, anything we make monthly goes to 30% goes to charity. Thank you for joining me here. Remember, I am Jules. All of you are Gems, and we are in Area 5T1. All of you have a good night, and thank you.